welcome back to another video from the Francophile. It is Jalen and Maria, and we hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we are going to be giving you all a little update about how our month has been going. These videos are kind of going to be like our TAPIF ones, where every month or so we would kind of update you on what's going on, but this time we're in France for our master's, so that's what this video is going to be about. Before we get started with the video, make sure that you follow us on social media, which would be Twitter and Instagram. Check out our blog and make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So the last time that we saw you all on YouTube, we were traveling from the United States to France, and you can check out that video if you haven't seen it. But we got here and we got an Airbnb. When we got the Airbnb, we stayed there for 1 week and did like the most intense apartment search ever.
After we moved into our apartment, after we brought our suitcases to our apartment,
yeah,
we explored the town a little bit. We're in Reims, France, and there's a lot to see, and honestly a lot that we probably don't even know about yet, but we did take a few days and a few evenings to walk around, see the sights. We went to one event that was at the cathedral, which was pretty cool. Churches, and we walked around outside and parks and just sort of looked at the surroundings of where we're living.
While exploring the city, I was able to find a skate shop here in Reims, which is really awesome because this summer, while in the United States, I picked up skateboarding and I wanted to continue when I moved to France, so that was really cool.
We also went to a skate park.
Yeah.
A skate park.
Yeah.
You didn't have a skate park to go to when we were back in the US, and so it's really awesome to have one here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go there anytime. Yeah, so that's really cool.
So, like we said, we were in the Airbnb for 1 week. We moved in / explored a bit for another week, and the week after that, it was back to school.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
We had to do some administrative stuff, aka enroll in school, and then for me, enroll in classes. You have to show up physically to a space that's dedicated to enrolling, and then you're officially enrolled. The process included a lot of waiting. My process was a lot smoother than his. He ended up having to actually physically go to the school 2 different times to ask, am I a student here yet or not? And so on the 14th and the 17th, those were our back to school days. And my classes were in full swing from the 14th, whereas your classes sort of trickled from the 17th and really went into full swing the week after that.
Yeah, like she's in class literally all day, Monday through Thursday, and that's cool that you do a Friday off.
It's actually amazing.
Yeah, so Friday through Sunday off, but for example, like I have some days during the week where I'm not in school all day, but then I have class on Saturday.
Right, so he's in classes 6 days a week, whereas I'm only in classes for 4 days a week.
Yeah, I think this is a good transition into us talking about the adjustments, because it's very different the way that school is done here. The length of the classes is one thing that is just bonkers to me.
It has definitely been odd to sit in one chair for 4 hours in a row and just be listening to a lecture.
Yeah.
But I think like you're saying, that's sort of like the adjustments that we've been making. It feels crazy to us that we're in a lecture for 4 hours, whereas the French students, it's just, that's how they've always done higher education. And so it's normal for them.
I think another one of the adjustments that we were trying to make was just how hands-off the university is.
Unfortunately, this year, of course, we came to France during a pandemic, and so some of the efforts that the university usually makes are not possible. Like they can't gather all the foreign students and take them places, and they can't do as much as they might have in years past, but that has resulted in us having no information and having, and not in a derogatory way to our university, because we know that the French system is more hands-off, but it's kind of like a shock. Like it just sort of felt like sink or swim.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of was that. So it's been taking a lot of adjustment, and to be honest, it's been kind of difficult.
I think for people like us that enjoy having everything planned to a T and enjoying knowing what's coming next, it's been hard to like let go and just go with the flow and try to figure things out as we go, because that's just not generally our style. You know what I mean? And I think we did talk about how a lot of people, for example, during TAPIF are concerned about experiencing this sort of new country feeling, but there's orientation for everyone to go to. There's a teacher that's assigned to you to help you through the difficult administrative parts, and we've been through that, and it was much smoother than what we're experiencing now.
Yeah.
And even though we're capable of doing it on our own, it's taken a toll stress-wise. We're not struggling to do the things that we need to do. We figured everything out, but it was a lot harder than it needed to be.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I think it's just gonna take some like adjustment time. We just have to get used to stuff.
We would like to touch on some positives as well, because it hasn't been all stress and regret. I'm studying public law, he's studying logistics. I'm really enjoying the content of my classes. Don't get me wrong, it's the most I have ever been intellectually challenged in my lifetime. Not only on the French is not my first language level, but also I've never studied law. So catching up to the level of the other students and learning all of the legal jargon and the organization of the French legal system and all sorts of things that everyone else just sort of has memorized because they've been studying law for years to make it to their masters it's been tough, but I do really like the content, and I'm glad that I picked the program and I'm enjoying the stuff that I'm learning. But that too is a positive and a negative, because it's been, I mean, hours every day when I come home of learning and looking things up and reviewing my notes and trying to understand things that everyone else would just get immediately.
It's about the same for me. I mean, people have done all sorts of things in logistics or international business or whatever it is, and that's just not what I studied. I do like the content that we're learning about in my classes. It's learning something new every day, which is nice. I am excited that in my program there is opportunities for like internships and stuff. Was a lot of talking, but I think we're gonna wrap up the video here by just saying like, we're definitely glad to be in France. We missed France while we were gone. We can already see that it's enriched our lives, just even being here for a month. Through the stressful time, we're learning a lot, and so we're grateful for that and trying to stay focused on why we came here, which was to continue our education. And continuing your education is not supposed to be easy. So that's sort of the mindset that we have right now, is we're glad to be here. It took a lot to get here, and we're gonna try our best. Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is like, it's an experience. No matter what happens, I think it's a win. It's a plus to have done this. So yeah. And as always, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you. And we will continue to try to be transparent about things. The last thing that we want to do is come on here and say like, our program is great. Everything's great. It was so easy to find an apartment. It was so easy to sign up for school, because that's not the case, and that's not who we are. We want to show you, just like with TAPIF, our real experience. It might not be everybody's real experience, but the same goes for this year, is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah. We're trying to show the struggles and the triumphs of foreigners studying in France, especially Americans. So, thank you for watching this video, everyone. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, like the video, all that stuff. Follow us on social media, and yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.